afternoon. Welcome to your favorite current affairs program held Thursday weekly with your anchor, Egosa Agmolao. Today's program will be dissecting a number of national issues. But the first, we'll be looking at the role of State House of Assembly in the democratic process. And thereafter, we'll be having a look at the 2019 elections. What will be the determinants? What will determine the swing of the pendulum in the 2019 election? You need to watch this program, you need to stay tuned and join us. I have with me very distinguished personalities. A former governorship election, the 2016 Edo State governorship election, Bishop Akalame. Nice to have you on the show. I also have with me a human rights activist and a very, very formidable legal practitioner in Edo State, Patrick Isiekwene. Nice to have you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Welcome.
It promises to be exciting. Like I said, we'll be looking at the role of State House of Assembly. Now, in different states, Nigerians are no longer surprised when you get to hear the news of this speaker impeached, deputy speaker impeached, principal officers impeached. In Ekiti State, before the immediate past governor, Ayodele Fayose, left office, the speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly was impeached. And that sent signals. So many persons ascribe different intrigues, scenario to that impeachment. So, it just happened in Edo State a few days ago. And that of Edo State is reverberating. Not the speaker, but the deputy speaker impeached. Now, that saga at the Edo State House of Assembly, let's just see how it played out.
Mr. Speaker, I have a motion of impeachment against the Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, including person like 16 members.
The impeached Deputy Speaker has become very unruly and he has seized the mail from his position. He cannot stop the process of this plenary.
There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. You are impeached. You are the one who is impeached.
Mr. Speaker and my colleague, I move that the member representing Igwebe, Honorable Okonobo, be announced as the Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly.
Representing Igwebe should prepare for swearing in as soon as the House reconvenes. Thank you.
Using the gavel there to seal what played out at plenary at the Edo State House of Assembly. Now, the scenario, the Deputy Speaker, Victor Eduro, known as Tiger, was one speaker impeached. Eventually, Okonobo, RTVA, they also had their time in the House. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, later impeachment again. Victor Eduro became Deputy Speaker. Now he's been accused of insubordination, been accused of financial impropriety, allegations, different allegations, and also that he wants to return as Speaker. And the former Speaker, Dr. Justin Okonobo from Igwebe constituency, when he was impeached, same Speaker, Ajetu, used different derogatory language on him. But this same man has been brought back as Deputy Speaker. He has been sworn in. Gentlemen, how would you describe the frequent impeachments and reinstatement at the Edo State House of Assembly. We'll start with Bishop Akalame. Yes.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. You see, the State House of Assemblies, they have their rules assigned to them according to the Constitution. But over the years, we discovered that these rules cannot well be played.
Okay.
As many of them are just there to represent themselves.
How do you mean?
What is playing out is just what they are there for. If you look at it, what is playing out now, everybody just wants to be a leader in the house just because of what is attached to that leadership.
What is attached? Are you talking of
Yes.
pecuniary benefits
Yes,
or what?
financial benefit and
Okay.
every other benefit that go with that leadership. That is what they are after. That's why you see when the man say you are a fish, you discover that a lot of things will just follow. Okay? You see fights, people throwing below, people who are supposed to be role models. They will be in the house fighting, and we are watching. You see, there is one thing about the House of Assembly that we don't really pay attention to.
Okay.
That House of Assembly is supposed to be a place where future leaders are trained. Do you get what I'm saying? Because of their frequent activities, our younger ones supposed to be learning for the activities of the House of Assembly, the National House of Assemblies, to learn, to build future leaders, to train future leaders. But what I am not comfortable with is the kind of attitude you see they're displaying, not only in the State House of Assembly. Before we start this program, you show us a script that has to do with the National Assembly. You see they display their rascality because of what they want to gain. So I begin to ask this question. Now, what kind of training would you think they want to give to our future leaders? Because these are some of the roles we are talking about. Now, if you look at what necessitated to the impeachment now of the Deputy Speaker, I decided to look into it with my ego eyes to see what played out why he was impeached. Because I know that the tiger you see talk about, some time ago, he was singing the song of praise of the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. But today they are now enemies. You saw what he called him just now when he said he was impeached. Again, this is a man who was singing his praise. What happened? I was told that even the man was even getting signature even to impeach the Speaker.
Thank you, Bishop Akalame. We'll come back so you continue from there. We'll just take a brief break now, and when we come back, we'll introduce our third guest, who also a former member of the Edo State House of Assembly. We'll be getting his thought as well, but that will be after this break. Okay, nice to have you back. It is 60 Minutes Nigeria current affairs program on the Dali station, independent television, Benin. Just joining us is a former member of Edo State House of Assembly, Felix Ogbejile. Nice to have you.
Good day, viewer.
Okay.
Good afternoon, all.
Okay. Now it's a pleasure to have Ogbejile with us. But Bishop Akalame was commenting on the fracas, or let's put it this way, because they didn't really fight, the scenario that played out during plenary, and that was the impeachment of the Deputy Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly, the man they call Tiger, Victor Edoro. Bishop, you were just about commenting on an issue. You were saying that you also heard of some other underhand work.
Yes. What I discovered is that I find out, I said, how come? Because there was a kind of harmony between the Deputy Speaker, which is the Tiger, and the Speaker.
Yes.
The relationship, the robust relationship they had when the former Speaker was impeached that brought Ajoto into leadership.
Okay.
Now the same man now is being impeached, and you see the kind of altercation between him and the Speaker. And I discovered that what was the issue? Why must they have to impeach the Deputy Speaker and brought in Okonobo? Okay. I discovered from another source that the Deputy Speaker that was impeached wanted to also to be Speaker. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that Ajoto got to hear this, and he had to work on these people who are loyal to him that before these people impeach me, we must impeach him first. Okay, so he was gathering signatures, and this signature did not see the light of the day. Leadership tussle, because the primary reason why I am happy about National Assembly and the State Assembly is because it's a platform for the expression of public interest. Why? Because they are there to represent their constituents. But over the years, what I've seen, even there in the House of Assembly, and those states here where I belong, I even discovered that even when you have an issue in your constituency, you want to see the person representing you here in Edo State, it's very difficult. Very difficult. So it not occurred to me that they are not actually there because of the people they represent, but rather they are there because of themselves. You can imagine when you come to a State House of Assembly, you want to see somebody representing you. Maybe you have a petition, issue bothering you in your constituency. You want to see somebody representing you. They will ask you to call him. Call him. So, if you don't have a personal relationship with him, how will you call him? If he does not have your number in his phone, how will he not recognize who is calling? And he will not pick. You'll be there. He will ask you to go, say he's not picking your call. Are they representing us? So, the role of that platform to expression of public interest is dashed. Okay? Another one again is that they were supposed to control the activities of the executive. Okay? Which is another one. But today, the same House of Assemblies have been emasculated by the executives as they now play the same ball, play the same draft. We don't see the executive. Okay? So, there is a kind of harmonious relationship, whether it's good or bad. The check and balances we are talking about that brought about the State House of Assembly is not inflected. Because as far as I'm concerned, the beauty of democracy is the House of Assembly. That's why it's being run everywhere. If you go to the Britain, it is called the Parliament. If you go to the US, it's called the Congress. Because it's the beauty of democracy. But what we see here in the part of this world is that these people have been emasculated, and they know they don't represent the people, they now represent themselves. That is why they want to kill themselves. You were told that you heard that gunshot, we heard. Some doubt, we are there. Leadership also. What I can get into my pocket.
Thank you, Bishop. Let's quickly get Patrick Isekwene, a former human rights activist and a legal practitioner. A human rights activist, you are still a human rights activist, yes, and a legal practitioner.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your take on this? The role of State House of Assembly, but we've seen what played out at the State House of Assembly.
Yes. We couldn't have anything like brouhaha or hula balloon, just like what we're having now. And they have been occurring. I think I look at 3 factors as the main cause. One is the issue of personal aggrandizement. That is a pecuniary interest. Then external factor for the executive body. Then the third one is no commitment to each course of legislation. Those are the 3 factors. So the issue is that I will go further. Okay. Now, you see what I just happened now, and the statement made by the speaker shows that they are not serious. It has been a stereotype of statement that why among the reasons was that for financial recklessness of the deputy speaker. I'm surprised. That has been the language. Oh, once the speaker is removed, they say, oh, we call it financial recklessness. Yeah, that has already been the song. But for now, he is not the speaker. The financial issue is not the speaker. Yes, the speaker stayed on the issue of finance, but they raise the issue of financial recklessness. Once a speaker is speech, they say it's corrupt, it's financial recklessness. But the tiger is not the speaker. So why should that be so? That's just a flimsy excuse. So the issues that I say is the whereby for their own personal aggrandizement, personal interest, probably it's a time for change. You've eaten enough. Let's change him. Let's change him. It's going to be cool and cool among the Lord members. Today they sing one song, tomorrow they sing another song. So that you don't understand them. So what is happening with these people? There's a lot of melodrama that sometimes with so many the signals at the same time, you don't understand what they're up to. So the issue is that I believe it's because of that issue of personal aggrandizement, personal interest. People just say, oh, you are going to you have been there for 5 months, you have eaten enough. Live there. They just free one excuse, they remove. Through coup, palace coup. If you watch, it's always like a coup. Stage, it's already removed. Then ordinarily, being a speaker does not mean that you must be there. You see, you understand me? So you're voted to lead them. You can be changed anytime. We're all equal. You came in the same way, but they voted you. There's a situation whereby they look at the issue, whereby they're supposed to do what is normal. I don't say anything bad removing the speaker, but it must be ideally. But this one, they don't even follow. They don't want to go and put the speaker. So the other part of executive, when I'm talking about executive, from the executive side of it, is when most governors, once they want this particular thing to play, the speaker is not lawyer. How can somebody lawyer to you? It's not that executive. They say it must be changed. They call their party men, see what you're doing, overnight they just move, the speaker is impeached. These are some of the things that cause some of this problem.
Okay. Thank you, Patrick Isekolo. We'll come back to you, but let's get the thoughts of an insider. Ogbejele, you are an insider because as a former member of the Edo State Assembly, now you've heard the other discussants. Do you agree with them, or there's more to it than meets the eye?
Well, I will partially agree with them.
Okay.
But in legislative matters,
yes,
in parliament,
okay,
impeachment is a legitimate process. You can impeach today and bring back tomorrow. So long you can get the requirements. What is the requirement? 2/3.
2/3 of what?
2/3 of the number of members of the assembly. We are there are 24 currently state constituency today. If they have 16, they can impeach the speaker and the deputy speaker. But this is sudden in the sense that yes, it is now a child's play. Nobody is against impeachment. It's legitimate. So long you get the number, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. The idea of trying to bring about gangsterism in the assembly, other parliamentarians are not happy over that. Speaker, deputy speaker is one among equal. The 24 members are eminently qualified to be speaker, deputy speaker. They decide when and how to bring and remove. But the due process must be followed. Yes, in this recent impeachment, where they didn't get the number. But none of them had come to say, well, I will not party to the signatory. So by now, some of them should have said, well, we're not party to it, which means they are neither here nor there. And it's also possible they have the number. If they have the number, so be it. But are they working to the interest of the people? This is a parliament who voted against autonomous. When it was obvious that the bill will pass through, for you to be autonomous, financially autonomous or not, they here voted against it. Someone said you want to be free. You said, no, I don't want freedom. It's sad and unfortunate. The other parliamentarians are not happy with the way things are going on currently in that legislative chamber. We have 3 arms of government, and an arm ought to be autonomous of its own self. We have legislative arm, executive arm, and the judiciary. Those arms of government should play their expected roles, perform their own duties. There should not be someone interfering in the affair of each other, but they must serve as check and balance. So my advice to the present parliamentarian, the present crops of legislator is, they didn't start, they are not the first, and they are not going to be last. The world is watching. They should do things according to how it should be done.
The world is watching. Ogbejele, before I let you go on that, because you are an insider, and so you have a lot to really tell the public as regards the workings and the intrigues that normally take place at the State House of Assembly. Now, when you were a member, would you say during your time, the legislators had the courage to perform their role of checking the executive?
You see, it's like there is no man you ask whether he was successful in life who say, no, I wasn't successful.
Okay.
The public should be a better judge. They compare my time and the present and tell what they have observed.
Thank you, Ogbejele, on that. Now, let's get the thoughts of Bishop Akalame, a former governorship candidate, because before he decided to contest, he must have studied the terrain. And so he has a lot to comment on the workings. But let's look at the role of the State House of Assembly. Now, Bishop Akalame, you have actually said that you are not satisfied with the performance of legislators. Not just about Edo State. We've seen impeachment in other states. We've seen impeachment in Ekiti. That's another recent one. We've seen impeachment in other states. Now, Bishop Akalame, what do you think is fundamentally wrong?
Good.
Yes.
What is wrong in the system fundamentally is our leaders are greedy. They are selfish. They are not called to serve. They are there for their personal interest. Because a man that wants to lead the people, who is ready to serve, will never do anything that has to do with a kind of let me give him some money so that he can change his mind. That is exactly what is playing out today in Nigeria. What is actually wrong here is this. Everybody, let me just say about 60% of Nigerians who want to become leaders, they are going there because they see politics as business. Most of them who have one or two businesses that is no longer functioning very well, they see that the business is no longer moving, they now see politics as an alternative means of what? To make money. So they are not seeing it as an opportunity to serve the people. So I believe they have that in mind, that I am here to serve the people. All this drama we are seeing around this country, we will not be seeing them until we see leaders who are selfless. I just want to serve. Something is missing. I want to fix it. The people are suffering. What can I do to ensure there's no poverty in the land? Those who go to school, they will come out. If you don't give them a job, they can't be useful to themselves. What is fundamentally wrong? Let me fix it. The roads in Nigeria are not motorable. I think I know how to do this. So let me come to power to fix these roads. The health sector is not working. What is wrong? I find out. Okay, let me now take the matter of the leadership to see how I can fix it. How many of our leaders have this at the back of their mind? How many of our leaders have this as propellers? This is pushing them. That is making them to say, oh, let me go there. Maybe thought they could not even build a house. But as soon as they take over the matter of leadership, you see them building. Maybe they could not even buy a good car. As soon as you see them there, you see them buying. With the money that they were supposed to use to better the life of the people. So, what is fundamentally wrong is that we have a different perception about leadership in Nigeria. That instead of service to the people, it's all about coming there to enrich yourself. Because they believe that politics is all about actualizing what? Self-actualization. Making money for yourself. Becoming wealthy while the people are suffering. That's why you see that. When the election time comes, they begin to struggle. They struggle to go back. You know why? Because they've not really done what they're supposed to have done for the people. So the only way they feel that they cannot get the people is to begin to do something that are funny. You see they're buying wheelbarrows. You see they're buying grading edges. You see them buying a lot of things that are funny just to bribe the electorate to get their vote. I have always said this. That a man that will buy you Gradis engine, that will buy you wheelbarrow, it means that the man does not mean well for you. He does not want you to grow. Now you think about this. At the end of the day, you see the electorate dancing, singing for these same people. In our language, that's why at times I am not too happy when I see them. I laugh. You see one man moving to a function with 20 police officers. What are you afraid of? Because you are afraid to do the needful, now you are not scared. In our language, they say, what does that mean? What the people who don't have, and more than those who have, we are at risk. That is the reason why they are moving with mobile police officers. They don't sleep. Because they fail in their duty. They fail in their what? Responsibility.
Thank you, Bishop Akala. We'll come back to you. Patrick Sekwene. Now, what do you think is the way forward? Because we've heard from an insider who said it is legitimate to impeach, but he kicked against the mode of impeachment. That's what he kicked against. Now, what do you think is the way forward? What do you think? How can these legislators actually play their role? Because we've not been able to emphasize the role of checking the executive. Are they doing that? How should they do that?
When they are scared of impeachment, let me look at the way forward. I think the way forward, one of the way forward is that the type of leadership, the people or type of people you put into the house matters a lot. How to change the track record, antecedents, whether it's the person who can stand the test of time, somebody that has an interesting ideology, somebody who cannot compromise, somebody who have known to stand his feet anytime, any day, is giving the ticket. It will not disappoint us. Again, we should focus less on finance in the course of the electoral. Once a candidate spends so much, millions, to get there, my brother, you don't expect him to do magic. That into the coop his money. This thing, anything finance, they come into play. Before you know it, it's gone. It will succumb to issue of financial endorsement. The cost of electoral, campaign address, picking form. You know what it is? It's outrageous. Apart from other expenses, you don't expect him to perform miracle. Why is there? The executive should please also leave them alone so that they perform their duties. Then we should also look for people who is committed to the cause of legislation, not just because they want to get there because of the financial, pecuniary interests, but people who love this job. If they love the job, they will do well. Then you also find that those who know what to about legislaturing, because it's a serious business. You must know why you are there. You are supposed to make law for your people, and other things also go with it. You should know when to take a position and when not to take a position. The masses have a serious role to play because you voted them there. Once for your constituency, you have to call such a person from your constituency. You check from time to time. Any complaint, take it to him. This we don't like this. This is what you want from you. You need to check so you can buckle up. If they play this role, the man will sit tight.
Thank you very much. We'll come to Felix Ogbejele. Fidelis Ogbejele, pardon me. Now, we saw what happened even in Lagos State. Now, the party played a role. The executive governor, the incumbent, could not win the primary because there are insinuations that the party did not want him. They wanted somebody else. And that person eventually won. But that's not the issue. The issue is, the latest we heard is that the Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, has refuted media reports that there was a clandestine plan to impeach Lagos State Governor Ambode. Now, we've not seen most of these State House of Assembly, members of this State House of Assembly, threatening the executive of impeachment based on performance, that this governor is not performing well, is not meeting the needs of the people. So the members, they have served impeachment notice. We don't hear that. But that of Lagos is because people believe because maybe they want to humiliate the governor, or because he's no longer in the good book, allegedly not in the good book of the party. How will you react to all of this?
Well, don't expect miracle to happen. The process of picking candidates for elected position, there are always 40 way of doing it. You are aware that primaries just ended. You know the process was several states, litigation everywhere because of imposition of candidates. Godfatherism. We recall in this state some time ago, a man came, say no to Godfatherism. Let the people lead. You and I know. He was just deceiving people. Today, what is happening? If we have a supreme Godfather, such persons are not supreme Godfather. But there is ultimate being, the omnipotent and omnipresent God. No matter what you do, people are seeing you. Yes, people are saying, because certain Godfather didn't want Ambode to fly. That is why he didn't fly. You are talking of the houses of assemblies, who was also appointed by these same Godfathers. What are you expecting them to do? Their hands are tied. Before we can do something good in this country, right from, you sit down and look at in your constituency, these are credible people. Go and call them, let them come and contest, irrespective of their financial position. But in Nigeria, it is not so. It's for the highest bidder and those who have been supported by Godfathers. And as soon as they are there, their Godfather teleguide them, tell them what they want. That is why it will always be difficult for Nigerian legislator to do the right thing. Because Ambode would have been, is aggrieved, but can he show it? He cannot. If Ambode tried today to say, my right have been infringed upon, the next day they will impeach him. But the same supreme being they claim themselves, whereas they are none, will just gather them and say, please do this. And you hear Ambode have been impeached. How many impeachments in this country had really followed the due process? Impeachment of executive of a state. Because the legislators, they will be bought over by one man or whoever and say this is what they want. And then they'll go and carry out his bidding. It is between the electorate should sit tight. How do you sit tight? Elections are around the corner now. The day you leave your home, you are going to vote for party A. You get there, 1,000 to 5,000 will change your mind. And at the end, the man who had won, where did he get the money he shared?
Okay, we are going to come to that. We'll be looking at 2019. But before I let you go on this House of Assembly issue, now, don't you think members should be able to serve impeachment notice on the executive government based on performance? We are not seeing that. In this situation, we ought to have been seeing that. But we can't see that because the process of their emergence, okay, is 40 process. Let them try it. They will leave before the governor. Okay. Bishop Akaleme, can you quickly react to that?
Yeah. Like I told you before. Yes. When is a robust relationship.
Okay. Separation of power.
There, if you see, that's why this state assembly, the national, I'm in love with them. Okay. They are actually doing what I want them to be doing. You see, that's where I see a total separation of power, where they have to check on the activities of the executive. Because otherwise, you have what is called misrule. Because why do we have democracy? It's because of the existence of the assembly. If the assembly is not there, what we have is what? Is dictatorship. So the executive will just make decision. We decide on what to spend, where there is no house to check on their activities. No legislature. Yes, but what we all have been seeing is that we discover that this state house of assemblies, most of them are being emasculated by the executive. That there is a romance, evil romance, because anything that does not favor the people, to me, is evil romance between the assembly and the executive. There are more time instead of them to make laws that will that will better the life of the people. They will throw their challenges and they will pass a vote of confidence on the governor. They call it today.
Thank you. Patrick Isekwene, a quick one on this. Are you looking forward to a situation where legislators, you just gave example of the national, but looking at states, where legislators will serve impeachment notice on the governor based on maybe the governor is not performing? Are you looking forward to a scenario like that, where we can now say there's real separation of power at the state level?
Yes, I'm looking forward for that. That's how that's how it ought to be. We see that's how it ought to be, because when you say separation of powers, those who formulated it, the spirit behind it, it will checks and balance. That is the ultimate. Okay. Because they said to give power to one man is a very dangerous thing, because they believe that power corrupts. Absolutely. No matter if you are a pope, you are a bishop, and give all the powers in the world. That's a power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Yeah. You will be derailed for that process. Okay. So I'm looking for such a day where the House of Assembly can play the role as a legislature. Because if there's any arm of government that I am in love with ordinarily, is the legislative arm of government, which ought to be a father to all. Because the executive cannot take such action without coming to the house. It's like a father of the house. Before your child says you want to buy anything, even Christmas, get me list. You must give the father the list. The government cannot approve it on his own. You go to the house for them to approve. But they don't do certain things without the letter of approving. So you have to play the fatherly role. They should take themselves to that position whereby they do what is necessary. They must clear the government, those in the executive governor must be cleared. They must look into. Not the other way around, where they must surrender all their rights and privilege to the executive. That's what doesn't work well. That's why we think that it will not happen. But it ought to be so in this situation.
Thank you very much. I hope you are enjoying the discussion. We've been looking at the role of State House of Assembly. We've been able to focus on what I expected of legislators, especially at the state level. Because what we've seen is that in different states, the legislators are busy impeaching speaker, impeaching deputy speaker, impeaching principal officers. We've not seen a scenario where the legislators play their primary function, the oversight function, or trying to checkmate the excesses of the executive. We've not seen that. We need to see that, except maybe they want to do that because, as the discussants have said, maybe some other motive. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. But before we call it a day, let's just quickly look at the 2019 election. We'll start with Fidelis Obejele. What do you think will determine the swing of the pendulum in the 2019 election? Let's start from the presidential level.
Well, the parties have picked their respective candidates, yes. And we know the process. We watch the due process that was followed. Some party gathered in Abuja, others met in Port Harcourt, some others just picked their own within themselves. But with you and I, the public domain, opinion, observe, and some are already recommending the Port Harcourt convention to the box, the INEC box. It should copy from Governor Okowa. Because what people expected was 13 or 12 persons aspiring to be one president of one political party, that there's going to be throwing of bottles, shooting of guns, people will live there disorganized. But they left Port Harcourt united as a family because of the real and due process that was followed. So 2019 is around the corner. International community are watching. The entire world are watching, and they want to know exactly how that election will be conducted.
What do you think the people will look out for in these candidates?
Credibility, acceptability, and above all, ability to galvanize among the party members as one and reaching out to the electorates.
Okay. Thank you. Bishop Akeleme.
Yes. 2019
election.
At the presidential level, it's going to be an epic battle epic battle in the sense that I have a different perception about 2019 because I am not here to campaign for any of the candidates.
Yeah, we don't even allow campaign on this platform.
I don't campaign for any of the candidates.
Yes.
Whether they are 100 political parties, I'm not campaigning for any of the candidates.
Yes. So what
is going to be an epic party, epic battle.
Okay, between the candidates.
The president we want in 2019 must be a president that can make Nigeria a first world nation because we have the potential to become a first world nation. A president who can fix all the dilapidated Nigerian roads we have today. A president who can improve all the decayed health infrastructures we have in the country. A president that can provide jobs for the teeming youth spreading all over the country. We need a president who will make Nigeria, who will make the Nigerian economy become robust and bubbling so that wherever we go, we hold our shoulders so high and be proud that we are from Nigeria. We need a president that will have the respect for the rule of law. A president that will harmonize and unite all of us together. A president that will be by farewell to nepotism. So that wherever you come from in this part of this country, you will be treated as a Nigerian. A president that will know what I want to do to make the people happy. A president that will stop the illegal migration of the youth. A president that will stop the activities of Boko Haram and S-Men in this country. A president who can think out of the box. See, it has come to a time where we have to make ourselves angry. Because right now, what we need now, we don't need to choose a leader because we love the leader. We have to choose a leader because the leader has the capacity, the potential to deliver. That is the leader we need 2019 in presidential level. Whether it's APC, PDP, I don't care. What I need, wherever the platform, as long as this leader possesses this trait, this characteristic, he is my candidate.
Thank you. Patrick Isekwele.
Yes,
what do you think will determine the pendulum?
Is the credibility of the candidates.
Okay.
Because 2020 election is the kind of time for sober reflection. It's a unique election because the masses have suffered too much. It cannot be the business as usual. The masses want to take their destiny to their hands, not just by talking. They should go into action. Nigeria should go for a candidate who has the capacity and the ability to lead this country. Reform our economy, make things work very well. Because I believe that Nigeria's problem now as we speak is man-made. With all the things we have here, we are being blessed. Nigeria is a blessed country. When you talk of Nigeria, talk of by human, we have them. But we have found ourselves where we are as a result of the weak persons who put into office. I believe that we will be able to vote in the right candidate. Show money politics. Don't sell your votes. Do what is right. I believe Nigeria will move forward.
Yeah, I was just coming to that. Fidelis Ogbejele mentioned it. Now, this issue of vote buying, do you think it will not reoccur in the 2019 election?
Well, it cannot be ruled out, but we, electorate, should shine our eyes. If you are hungry, someone is offering you something, you take and vote your conscience. You see the word I use, if you are hungry and someone is offering you money, take the money, but vote your conscience. Because if we mortgage our conscience, children yet unborn will not forgive the generation. So we must do the right thing. You are going to vote. Before you left your home, you know who exactly you have in mind. What is the peanuts that you just take and change your mind like that? Well, if you do that, you are mortgaging the future generation unborn. You are mortgaging their interest, their future. Because there must be a future for our children. The enabling environment must be created. Or else we'll continue lamenting.
Thank you very much.
Not be our portion.
Thank you very much, Fidelis Ogbejele. Your parting words, Bishop Akalame, your parting words.
This country belongs to all of us.
Okay.
It does not belong to a particular group of people.
Okay.
It does not belong to a particular political party. If this country must work, all of us have to put hands together to make it work. I want all the electorate. 2019, do not sell, do not mortgage, do not sell your PVC. Do not trade your voter's card Because once you have your voter's card, you are a custodian of power. When somebody gives you 5 turnout to vote for him, he has insulted you. Because this country belongs to you. We must make it work. So that is my advice for everybody. I'm not going to vote political party. I'm going to vote personality that have all the traits I have mentioned on this program.
Thank you. Your parting was Barrister Patrick.
Yes, I urge everybody to go out that very day as a franchise. It's a right, it's not a privilege. Go there, vote for any candidate of a choice. You believe that it can solve your problem. Don't go the other way around because you will suffer it. Not some of us here will not suffer it, but you are to suffer it. That's why you're going to say your votes just for mere 2,000 naira. That will not take you the next 1 hour. It's gone. And for the next 4 years, you will impoverish yourself. So my advice is, please go out that very day. Don't hold yourself behind. Go out and vote for candidates you think that it can solve the problem of this nation, because we've known all of them.
Thank you very much, my discussers. I want to thank you for your contribution on this program, and I know that our viewer out there must have really enjoyed their time with us on 60 Minutes Nigeria. If you enjoyed the program, keep a date with me next week Thursday. We'll be dissecting another national issue, and of course we'll be having other discussants on the program who will be contributing to the success of our discussion. On that note, I say thanks for being a part of today's program. Do have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye-bye.